Hi, I'm Tamika Knight. Today I'm going to talk about inner harmony. My specific purpose is to inform my communications class about my experience in finding inner harmony. Through my dysfunctional marriage with my first husband, I found myself going through difficulties in my life. I found my way back to my inner harmony through reflecting on my childhood experience with my parents. Have you ever felt completely alone and lost even though you're in a marriage or in a relationship? There are times when we give too much of ourselves over to our loved ones where we lose our inner harmony and our peace. I remember when I was young and my parents taught me how to live my life with inner harmony through the way that they treated one another. My experience as a child was awesome, and I'm so grateful to my parents. But I thought that I was going to have the same relationship in my marriage. I realized that my husband was not raised in the same environment nor with the same values that I had been raised. I was married for 13 years with 3 children, and I held that relationship down by myself. I thought that I would be able to help my family to live in inner harmony and for them to be at peace. I soon realized that was not my responsibility, that I could not give inner harmony to anyone, that it was a state of being, it was a choice. I went to a therapist so that I could find out what role I was playing um, in my family's life. And I soon realized that I wasn't responsible for their happiness, that I was to only be an example for them by the way that I lived my life. So I realized that I went through all of those ups and downs and trials and heartache and pain to find myself. I chose that I realized that I was not going to stay in that marriage. And so I started to make plans to divorce my husband. And tragedy struck, and he was killed in a motorcycle accident. I felt completely lost and alone with 3 children to raise. And I went through some tough times, and I felt guilty. I was angry because I was left alone with 3 children to raise. But through those trials that I endured, I realized that my inner harmony was always there. See, the examples that my parents gave to me, I was looking outside of myself to try and implement the same lifestyle for my family. But I realized that that's who I was to the core. And I discovered that inner harmony was something that I was. It's a way of being, it's a choice. It brings peace in your life by understanding that this is who you are, this is who you choose to become. I'm so grateful that I've gone through the experiences that I've gone through, and I'm grateful for the difficulties that I went through in my first marriage, and it's taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot about who I was, taught me a lot about my strength. It's taught me a lot about not being responsible for other people's decisions and choices, to love everyone enough to allow them to make their own choice, and for me to just be the example by me displaying who I am to the core, who I choose to be, and I choose inner harmony. Thank you.